Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. How do I manage the objection? They tell me that it's too cheap. They really tell you it's too cheap? I never heard that.
It's too expensive. I need to speak with my wife. I don't know how the hell. This is not for me. I have to think about it. Oh my God.
This is a lot of problems that I see that a lot of people say, oh my God, how can I solve this? Because they tell me that it's too much, it's too less, I'm too young, too expensive, too thin, it's too early, it's too late, like whatever. First of all, the first rule of objection handling is that number one, make sure that you're dealing with the chicken and not with the smoke. I'm gonna explain to you what I mean. That the chicken, look, I'm gonna put here my chicken board. Here we go. The chicken is the real objection. Look, this beautiful chicken. You know the ones that show you in Tom and Jerry? Boom. This is the chicken or the turkey, whatever you want to put. The chicken means the real objection. And a lot of people, before they tell you, if they even want to tell you the real objection, even if maybe they don't know what is the real objection, throw you a lot of smoke. Right? And okay, but okay, this is not like a rotisserie plan. Like, what is happening here? So the smoke means that they're throwing smoke at you in order to confuse you, don't tell you the truth. But not because they're bad people, because that's the human nature. Like, most people do not feel comfortable or just telling you what they're thinking or they're feeling unconsciously, because maybe it's just their unconscious reaction or before a change. There's nothing bad about it. I'm not judging, like, this is completely normal, right? The smoke is throwing at you something to show you that they're not ready yet or they don't feel ready yet, right? But the first thing is to clear the smoke and see if there is a chicken there, right? If there is no chicken, this means that you need to find the right objection. Let me clarify this for you. So, by the way, I went to this course. It was speaking about chicken and smokes. Oh yeah, was it like a cooking plan? No, it was about sales. Really? Selling chickens? I don't know. So, what I want you to do now is to make a little exercise in remembering what has been in the past an objection that they give you. For example, I need to speak with my wife or with my husband. Okay? This is a very common objection. And what this means is that, like not always, maybe yes, but most of the time, this means that I feel the pressure. I need to have extra certainty on me. So if I speak to my wife or I gather more information, I will have the certainty that now I don't have. But we know from the past that if you did a good job, they know what is the current situation, why is it painful, they know where they want to go, why is it a dream situation, and why the pain of staying like they are is higher than changing into a new situation that, of course, is unknown, of course, has a lot of uncertainty, right? We already know this, so we are not trying to convince somebody that is in the street, hey, you want to buy my service? Yes or no? I need to speak with my wife. We already know this. So the first thing is to ask questions that will clarify, right, if these are already sold or not. So the first question is, okay, aside from this, and by the way, always welcome the objection, right? You don't have to say yes, of course. You go to speak to your wife. You need to welcome them. Oh, I'm glad you say that. I mean, it's so important to have a connection with your wife. I do the same. Like I have a great connection with her too, right? But aside from this, do you think that this product or program is it for you? And what this is asking is the 3 10s. You remember we did it before? The 3 10s. This is the 10, from 1 to 10 about you, if they are sold on you, this should be 10. If they're sold on product or offer or service, and they're sold on company. And what you're asking now is to recap how much you're sold. Like, question. Like, I totally understand. I'm glad you asked because, I mean, I have a great connection with my wife too. Absolutely. So, I just have a question. Aside from the speaking to your wife, do you really think that this can really help you? And now they're gonna say, yeah, of course. Yeah, no, absolutely. This is a magic. This is fantastical. I'll say, oh, really? Okay, yeah. Or maybe they say, yeah, yeah. You read from their body language that something is not working. Something is not going in that direction. There is no congruency with what they say and how their body is showing, right? And now is your job, if they really tells you, say, look, aside from me, look, to be honest, bro, I'm sold. Like, I want to do this yes or yes. Like, 100%. I really received something like this recently. Say, look, just to be honest, like, I spent 60K last month in investment, right? One of the top guys, sales guy of a great sales trainer, I'm not going to say who, and he just said, like, look, just spent 60K last month. And I'm always investing for moving forward. I just want to speak with her because, you know, I mean, I'm spending a lot of money in investments. I just want to make sure that she's on board. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And and now, look, probably there is a chicken there, right? And if there is a chicken, we deal with the chicken. If there is no chicken and you start seeing, yeah, but you know, you see that there is another complete, or maybe they say, yeah, you know, I need to speak to my wife because you see there's something is not working, right? Now you go, okay, so aside from my wife, so and what is and now there is the biggest objection handling of all, right? This is like crazy. The question that you gotta ask in this case, if you see, even if there is a chicken, there is an objection, or there is not a clear objection until now, just out of curiosity, from 1 to 10, how much are you sure about the product? How much are you sure that this is right for you? And they're gonna think, like, just out of curiosity, I don't know, man, I don't know a number, I cannot quantify. Really, but if you could, if they said they cannot, always say, yeah, I totally understand, but if you could quantify, what would it be, right? Oh, man. I don't know, man. Maybe 7. Now the first question is, yeah, 7, really? You emphasize that it's big. 7? Really? Yeah, of course, man, 7. I love this product. Really? And can I ask a question? Why is a 7 and not a 2? Well, it's not a 2 because you guys do this, because you guys do this, this. I think the product is amazing because I don't want to live this life because boom, 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 boom. Really? A lot, man. And if they give you only one reason, try to give them at least 3. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? Really, at least 3. And at one point, say, okay. Okay. And why is it a 7, not a 10? Well, look, I don't know. What I really need to make it a 10 is probably, yeah, probably I'm a little bit tight with money, man. So get like 4K all in one go now. It's gonna be hard. So maybe you understand that the payment plan is the thing that they care the most. Okay, yeah, so if we solve a payment plan, let's say that, I'm not saying that we can do it, but just saying that, like, if we solve the payment plan thing, you would like to move forward right now? Yeah, of course, man, sure. Ooh, now we found the chicken. By the way, there is not only one chicken. Probably there are more of, like, a lot of them. There's one big chicken, others small, all around the place. So you found a real objection, right? Okay, there is the payment plan, because maybe he's tight on money, he don't want to spend too much in one go, blah, 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 blah. And if you think that this is the real objection, there is nothing else, right? Say, okay, man, so why don't we do this, right? I don't care about you paying all of this right now. What we can do, we sign a contract, we put a deposit down, and we find maybe like we can do it in 2 times instead, like one this month, one in like 2 weeks. So like 50-50, so it's gonna be better for your credit card. Will that be fair? And you test it. And test it with the minimum amount that you can. Right? And sometimes they don't even need a payment plan. So first step, don't sell the payment plan. Say, okay, but can I ask you a question? Like, why do you think you need a payment plan? Because you think that you don't have like physically the money, like zero, or because it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable? No, it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, what do you mean by that? Look, in reality, I could even pay it. It's not like a big deal. Like, but it's just to don't take too much money at a time. So, no, I totally understand, man. The question is, do you really want to go in that vacation with your kids? Do you really want to arrive there? Do you really want us to give you the best of the best, as many attention that you deserve, right? You think that this is all worth it? Of course, man. So let's do it. And you may think, like now as watching this video, but he said he doesn't have the money. Like he said that has a payment plan. Like what? He's telling you that the underlying emotion that he has that is uncertain and is gonna be painful, that he's gonna lose $4,000 or euros from his bank account right away. But what I said is that, is it this pain lower than the pain of staying like this to don't arrive where you want to go? And he said yes, because people buy when the pain of staying like where they are is higher than the pain of changing to a new direction, right? So a lot of times we go crazy about payment plans and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes we have to do it. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that most of the times people could pay right away if they have an enough important solution. I will never leave the call without a deposit at least. Take always a deposit and the contract signed, right? Always do that, because the contract will put them into a legal, let's say, constraint, because a lot of people would like to change. Maybe they go into their wife never believes them, and their wife is the first person, or maybe their husband, that always discredit them. They're making a change and oh my god. So you're here to help them. Remember this, you're here to help them. And if you help them, they walk away, they go into the people that love to bring them down, that people that have even more uncertainty and they're craving safety in their life more than they do, they're bringing down. Hey, what are you fucking doing? Do you think that you're buying this stuff? Do you think it really works? It's a scam. You don't believe it? How many times it happens is crazy. And now after that, they're the first people, when you see the result, they say, oh, wow, this was really working, and they sell you your product like crazy. This happens all the time, right? So first step, never lower the price right away. Or I never lower the price, by the way. I never lowered the price once in my sales career, right? Like never in at least like 40 years, never. You do a little bit of a payment plan, 1, 2, 3 option, try to help them. Sometimes they can do it in their credit card. So like they're gonna find a way. But what you gotta do is to show and project how much the pain they have now and compare what they have in the future, right? And push them there. Sometimes you just need a little bit push to jump. Okay, let's fucking go. Boom. So another way that you can say is that, look, to be honest, I really think that people that don't want to invest all the money, so a lot of times are like a little bit holding down the risk and the commitment, saying, look, if I pay just a little bit, I don't have to commit a lot. But instead, if I pay a lot, I know that I have to do it because it's a lot of time and it's a way to stay in the comfort, right? We want people that want to go all in on that, especially when you're doing personal development, career development, something working that is not only a software or something like this. It depends where you're going, right? And so try to bring them in by showing how high is the pain of staying like this, right? Can I ask you a question, John? Yeah. Would you prefer? I know it's gonna be a little bit tough question. Can I do it? Yeah, sure. Please go on. I like tough questions. Really? Okay. Would you prefer to stay like this? Do not pay the 5K and see that 5K, 4K, 3K, your bank account sitting there, and to not change your life, or you would like to see those $3,000 get away, and you know that you're gonna get in a month, 2 months, 3 months, start to getting a few thousand, 6,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month, that you're gonna start seeing your family a lot more than when the electricity bill arrive. You look at it, you read it, you don't even watch how much it is, you pay it. Which one of the two would you prefer to be? No question asked, the second one. Let's fucking do it, man. Do we do it? Yes, let's fucking go. Boom. This is what I mean by that. They will find a way. It's up to them to jump. If they jump with one type of socks, one type of shoes, it's up to them what they choose to arrive. In a very tiny place, they maybe don't have the money they need to change, but this is not the case. Usually the case is that they are holding back for an internal emotional reason, right? And even if you realize, look, man, now we are starting to go into the concept of looping, right? Now, you need to arrive from here to here. Your prospect is here. It's only a prospect. You want to bring them here with a big smile. That is a customer, prospect, customer. At one point here is like the price review. At one point here, they will start to show some chickens, some objections. And what you gotta do, first step is to be it's too big. Just a second. Here we go. What you need to be is to solve this objection. Okay, we're gonna keep it big. It's not collaborating. So the objection is like a nod here, and the first step is gonna be to identify the objection and isolate. These mean that, well, okay, interesting. And aside from this, do you think that this is the only thing that is holding you back? Like, let's say that we solve the thing about the wife. Would you start now? Let's say that we fix the financial side of things. Would you start now? Oh, of course. But yeah. Okay, so identify and isolate the objection. Second is about managing, and managing means identifying the root cause. So what is causing this? What is causing this, right? Is an insecurity that I have? Use the 6 human needs, that we did before. Certainty, uncertainty, variety, certainty, uncertainty, variety is the same thing. Significance, love and connection, growth, or contribution, which is the primary need that is holding them back, right? And after that, we have the solve the objection. We can call it solve the objection by finding the real specific thing and increasing one of these 10. What is specifically they're not sure about? What is that they need significance, uncertainty, like whatever? Is it you? They don't trust in you? It is the product? It is the company? What is the area? Right? What human needs are trying to fulfill, and in which area? Is it you, the product, or the service? The company. And at one point, what do? Let's say that is the wife, and he's really thinking that his wife or his husband can really be angry with them because they didn't took the decision with them, right? This is a very common thing. That's why, first of all, during the gap, you gotta ask, what do your wife thinks about this, right? Because you're preventing the objection right away, right? But this is not like the advanced course where we go in deep specifically every step. So in this case, what we're gonna do is to understand exactly the root cause. And so we go and say, okay, no, totally fair. Look, I have a great connection with my wife. I really respect her. So I understand why you're saying this. Now, I didn't say you're right. You go to speak to your wife. I say that I agree that thinking about your wife is important. I'm not saying you should not move forward if you don't speak with your wife. Don't put yourself in jail, stuff like this. Because a lot of sales guys put themselves in a jail that, yeah, of course, speak to your wife. No. I'm agreeing. You always agree. You're always welcome to connect. By the way, I'm glad you say that, because also for me it's so important what my wife thinks, man. A lot. I want to really take care of her. By the way, can I ask you a question? Yeah. We isolate the objections. We know that this is the specific objection. It's not another. This is the chicken, right? And we ask, okay, and what your wife thinks about you staying like this? Does your wife know that you're feeling so much pain about staying like this? I don't know, man. I don't know if she knows. Really? Why is that? Yeah, I like to keep things for myself, and maybe she see it, but I don't want to give it to her too much. Why is that? Yeah, because I want to keep all the pressure on myself. I want that she feels happy. I don't want that she goes too deep into the crisis mode. I want to give her like safe. Oh, really? Wow. And does she trust you? So I'm now trying to uncover the need. I'm trying to understand what is happening. Does she trust you? Yeah, of course she trusts me. Really? Yeah. Also in these big decisions? Yeah. Well, depends. With the money is together, so I absolutely need to share with her the decision. Yeah, of course. Okay, but so did she trust you? Yeah. And what will happen if she understands the amount of pain that you are right now because you're not seeing your family, and you really want to give your time to your kids and to her and bring it to Disneyland? What will happen if she knew this? Oh man, she always rooted for me, man. I don't know, she's tough, but she always rooted for me. So if it's now she sees that you're taking a step as a leader of the household, as a step as a real leader like you are, and moving forward and solving the problem, taking the pressure out of her because you want to make the family a better place, do you think that she will be mad at you? Well, I don't know if she will be mad at me. Of course, I mean, I don't know if she's happy that I'm spending $4,000 in a sales call with a guy that I never met. Like, totally fair. I understand completely. And I will never ask you this if I really feel that we can help you. You told me this, man. I was not expecting this. So, do you think that if you say yes, you move forward, you come back home and you say, hey, baby, you're getting a new life. I'm changing this. I did this investment and I really want you to change. We're gonna make it yes or yes. I'm gonna make it work yes or yes. We're gonna bring the family to this. Will she mad at you? I mean, maybe, but no. She's gonna see it in a good way, I think. So, man, let's go. Let's do it. Now, you identify the cause. You manage the root cause, you solve it because you offer a different perspective to the same problem, to the same issue, and now you ask for a close. That means, let's do it, man. And now, you can do this for the same objection up to 2 or 3 times. They bring it forward. Yeah, man, I would love to do it, but really, I want to speak to her. No, totally fair, man. And again, what do you think is the main thing that she's gonna tell you? No, only the fact that, boom. You try to solve the same objection, but at the 3rd time, first of all, never ask the close again if you didn't solve the root cause. If it's a real root cause, if it's a real chicken, if it's just smoke that is throwing at you. Sometimes, if it's only smoke, you ask for the close again. Come on, man. You know that you can do this. Let's do it. And they're gonna do it, right? Because the smoke is not a chicken. It's not a real objection. But if it's a real objection, you can try 2 times, but at the 3rd time, they maybe really need to speak with their wife. So be extremely careful with this, and just don't push and say, look, let's do one thing, man. I really want you to succeed. I want to keep you this promotion for the hours that we decided. Let's do one thing. I want to have a call with me, you, and your wife, right? and sure, she can ask me everything that she wants. I'll be extremely happy to meet her because she's gonna benefit from your change, and we do this. So if she has anything that she don't like, anything, I will just give you all the cards, and at the end it's gonna be you. It's gonna be only you, like you and her deciding, right? Would that be fair? Yeah, okay. So what do you think about tomorrow, same time? Yeah, okay, let's do it. You want me to invite also to her email? No, it's gonna come with me. Are you sure? Yes, okay, boom. Now I arrange a meeting with 3 people, or in this can be the wife or any other decision maker, right? It can be the wife, the husband, the partner, the boss, the employee, the CFO, the CTO, whatever, the friend, right? So never try to loop 2 times, like more than 3 times on the same objection, because at one point you see that it's not gonna work, right? So so we saw the looping concept, and this, like, one question that I receive a lot is that, Mauro, how many times do I have to loop? And the answer is, how many times is necessary, right? If you did a good job in the gap and preventing objection by creating the huge gap of pain now and pleasure in the future, the objection will be a lot more reduced. If your pitch is clear but simple, the objection is going to be very, very much reduced, right? You can be 6, 7, 8, 10 objections. Usually, if I feel that I can help them and I feel that I have a pain point that I can solve, I don't get out of the call without closing them or helping them, right? Sometimes it just may need a little bit of time, depends on the industry. There are some industry where you can give 24 hours and do another call, no problem about it. Some industry where they have so much pressure from the outside, if they don't make the change now, they're never gonna make it. You know that it's gonna happen, they're gonna be miserable for another year. But yeah, I know this. So the one thing that is very important is that if you're a sales guy, eliminate the shame. Don't think about the shame. Is useless in sales. You'll be ashamed only if you lie to your customer and if you sell them a bad product. That's it. Don't lie to your customer. Don't make shit up. Don't sell the product from 2,000 to one guy and you promise that another guy is 5K. Like, don't do that. And second, never ever sell them a shit product, a bad product. I fight a lot of my sales guys that were top performers only because I knew that in the past they were selling a scam and they were happy to sell it, and just when the opportunity closed, they come to me. I realized, how did you sell this scam for such a long time? Because if you do it for 1 month and you realize it's a scam and you go away, I can understand that. Like, I mean, I'm not like a judger. But if you sell it for 1 year, 1 year, man, you make 300K as a sales guy. You know the reviews, you know everything, and now that the police is coming to them, you want to arrive to me? Get off, man. This is not your company. We only want good people. And you can ask all the people around, this is my politics. Me be a great persuader, a great agent of change to help people has nothing to do with illegal and immoral stuff. Like, zero. So eliminate the shame. You're doing an operation of helping people. Otherwise, they will just buy your product and just not come to you, right? So in this case, what you're gonna do is just make sure that you do as many loops as they're needed. And you do 1 loop, you ask for the close, another chicken comes out. You do a loop, you ask for the close, another chicken. At one point they say, yes, let's do it. In a call, sometimes there was a guy that was very in a difficult situation, very high uncertainty about an e-commerce. And I remember they stayed 3 hours in a call. 3 hours. And this guy, after 3 hours, I look like 1 hour of call, 2 hours of looping. You may think, oh my God, 3 hours? I really care. And there was a point where I didn't care about making the commission because I was already making a lot of money in sales. So the most important thing, I really care. He has to take this opportunity. Otherwise, I will close the call at 20 minutes if I realize that this guy don't want to do it. right? Like a lot of calls, I close them myself, right? So the most important thing is to loop as many times as needed, right? Now, if every call becomes 3 hours, this means that you have a little bit of a time management problem. Maybe the lead is too cold. You need to improve the warming of the call, the prospect before the call. Send them more nurturing material, right? But if I have to go to 90 minutes, 2 hours, I'm doing it. I want to help them. It's like a coaching session. You don't get out until the coaching and the result is done, right? Okay, guys, so wrapping up. First thing, the most important thing is to identify if it's smoke or a chicken. If they're throwing at you something just to confuse you and just to don't tell you that they don't want to do it or they don't want to spend the money, blah, 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 or it's a chicken. And the second step is the art of looping. And the art of looping before the close is about identify and isolate the objection, manage the root cause, solve it by offering a new perspective or adding new information, and ask for the close again, right? Now, the last part is gonna be simply about taking the payment, and my advice is always to make the contract right away, like in the call, sign the contract, take at least a deposit all the time, has as many options of taking payments, at least deposit as you can. And after they say yes, confirm that the yes is real. Let me just say, okay, man. Okay, bro, let's do it. What you just say? I'm playing with you, right? What you just say? Let's do it. Are you sure? Let's fucking do it, man. Okay, man. Shake hands, let's do it. And what I used to do in the company, whatever, I used to play the song We Are the Champions for like 10 seconds. We are the champions, my friend. He's gonna laugh, remember this moment, associate a feel-good moment to this, right? And after that, if you steal me this, I know it's gonna you watch this video because this is very good. And after that, keep them in a good state. You don't want to feel that, okay, no, oh, I changed my mind, let's go. No, keep them in a good state. Hey man, by the way, what is the first thing you gotta do? Keep the energy high while you're taking the payment, while you need to be exciting and excited, right? And after that, take the payment. You start this incredible product or service. Now the responsibility is yours. Because to sell is relatively easy, but to deliver a great product is not. So make sure that you are delivering the best product ever, and that you really care about them.